Wait. What? Did I actually miss that attack? Okay, so either... Well, I suppose it's possible that my demons are not strong enough. It's possible that they're actually weak enough compared to him that they would actually miss attacks like that, but yeah, that's just... Lord, give me the strength to vanquish this spirit of evil. Seriously, this guy has to be... No, he is like a robot, like eye beams, and he looks like metal wings, a metal body. This is just... I don't understand it. So how is this guy the right hand of God? I don't... This is just so absurd. Why would someone clad in metal have that position in heaven? It is of course possible that he is some part of a... No, but I've never heard this name before. Like, I don't recognize him, so I'm not even sure if he's part of any real... real mythology or anything. But then again, I also didn't catch the reference what Mother Harlot was, the history behind her. So it's of course possible that I might be wrong about this one. I have no clue. But this is just so strange. Oh, I think he might be dead. Yeah. Oh, and he still has one attack. And now he kills Nyx. Yeah, something tells me I shouldn't have changed my party lineup there. But I just wanted to try something new. Let's see. Well, I need someone in the party now who can actually revive Daisojo, because he is the only one with the Kaja. It is very important that I have that skill at my disposal. So I really need to revive him. It is of course fine that you might let someone die during a fight, but not if he is very important to the fight. You know, you might want to sacrifice someone just to get in another attack or something, to make this a particular strategic move. Let's see, I have enough turn icons to summon him. And I can also have Black Rider heal him back up again. Right, so now we're kind of back to where we started. Yeah, so as long as you keep your party members alive, you ship to handle this. If, you know... There's of course the fact that pretty much this fight is like you're fighting someone who is like you're just fighting against someone without any buffs or debuffs as a part of the fight, which can be both a good and a bad thing. So it's like he applies buffs to himself, you remove them, you debuff him, and he removes them. Although he has actually kind of been letting up a bit ever since he changed his attack pattern, but he still occasionally does the same things. So I'm just glad that he does not have more than 2 turn icons. Otherwise this could have been a very hard fight. And here we go with the Kaja. Yeah, and now we're seeing things we're pretty used to here. So, for better or for worse, this is a very straightforward fight. And the worst part about it is that it's very tedious to do this. You have a very small window of opportunity to actually deal increased damage to him through any means you can use. And he will most likely just remove them, and that is that. Or he does, or at least in this part of the fight, he's actually not caring about that and just attacking. Which is of course nice, but I know that he's going to remove any buffs or debuffs or whatever pretty soon. So so in short, this is a pretty boring fight. Ah, good, he didn't actually remove it, his debuffs. That's nice. See, I really feel that I've been become very comfortable with using buffs and debuffs now. So I'm really starting to feel out of my comfort zone if I am not able to use debuffs and buffs as I like. So it does feel kind of refreshing that he's actually not removing debuffs and buffs as much now, focusing more on defense. I mean attacking. Of course, there is potential for that if I don't remove his buffs in time, he could potentially kill me if he, or kill a few party members here if he gets to attack twice in a row. But I think that's a small price to pay, since I can just revive anyone who falls, as long as I can attack him faster. Because that's not exactly the problem with this fight, it's the whole dispelling he actually does, which is the problem here. Other than that, he thankfully does not pose that much of a threat if you just pay attention to everyone's health. And he still hasn't removed his debuffs yet. Although, I guess whenever he applies Kisekae, it somehow cancels out some of the buffs or some of the debuffs, I guess. I think I have an idea of how the buffs and debuffs work, but not completely. Like, if you debuff someone and he applies a buff which counters that debuff, how does that balance out? Like, let's say that you debuff him twice and he uses a buff, what happens? What happens with the stacks? That's one of the things I'm not entirely sure about. Why haven't I been using that before? See, yeah, so another thing which has been kind of bothering me with this fight is that I have realized that I don't really have that many powerful magic attacks. And I feel that it is slightly dangerous to use physical attacks in this fight because of the damage he can deal. So I've mostly been trying to deal magic damage to him, except for Naoki. Yeah, never mind. It's over. Man, I should have used glacial blast earlier. Yeah, it's like I had forgotten that it attacks twice. The only thing I had in my mind is, do I have any strong single target nukes I can use, and I couldn't think of any. Or at least, well, it didn't work too well. Yeah, so I should have used glacial blast sooner. I think I really underestimate some of the skills which appear in this game. Kinda dark here. I can't quite see if there's a wall here, but apparently there was. Let's go this way first. As our master's request, I have been waiting for you. Yours is an existence unbound by this world, and for that reason, you have infinite potential. Will the battle with God occur as our master wishes? Or will we forever remain in waiting, while history repeats itself? I have thought about this at great length. May I ask you a question? Very well. It is true that all living things must perish. Bound by the invisible threads of fate, humans die tragic deaths. Does that seem fair to you? If you lost a loved one, loved one in a horrible accident, would you curse God? There's no need to answer. But if you feel that fate has cheated you, then go and see our master. Yes, though long frozen, time shall flow again towards the final battle. That was actually a fairly deep question, with some religious undertones to it. Lift up of the abyss. The lift leads to the deepest part of the labyrinth. Oh, okay, no. So this lift should take me down to Lucifer. I am not prepared for that just yet. I feel that there's a few things I want to work on before I try it. Like, I want to try to open the other doors in this fifth kappa, and yeah, I guess I want to also make my demons a bit stronger too, because it just feels like they were insufficiently strong for this fight against Metatron. Which makes me a little bit worried about the fight against Lucifer, since he's supposed to be the guy. So we're heading back, because I want to go save somewhere. And well, you know how it works. I'll do some grinding off screen and whatnot. Yeah, let's see if I can actually do something about my party lineup, so I can hopefully open those other doors which required me to have a certain amount of vitality and luck. I don't know if I have any demons like that in the compendium, but I'll have to take a look. And also that door with the one who asked you to bring forth the demon which has been with you the longest. I mean, I am so sure that Pixie is the first demon I got, but I just don't know why it doesn't work. Like, I remember that I eventually had her evolve into High Pixie, but I'm not sure of what happened after that. So something must have happened, I don't know. Anyway, so since we want to get out of here, the fastest way is to simply talk to the door and pick the wrong answer, which saves me some time. Yeah, that thing with the pixie whatever, that's gonna bother me for all eternity. Oh well. Yeah, I just have to find a decent place where I can grind to, you know, to both make myself and my demons stronger. That's one of the worries I have right now, and the only place I can think of which I can actually go to is the 5th Kappa, where at least some decent demons were around in that part of the area. God, why can't you... I mean, why isn't there a good place at this part of the game where you can just level up your demons easily? Like, in the Tower of the Kagutsushi, at least there were strong enough demons for me so that I could actually grind if I wanted to. There was no problems getting levels on my demons there. This just bothers me. Because otherwise it's just gonna take a ass long time for me to grind my demons in a place with meager experience.